Good morning, honored graduates, Ithaca College faculty and staff, parents, friends, and family members. Welcome to the Ithaca College December Commencement Ceremony. Let us take a moment to consider this land on which we're gathered, these waters, these resources, this space to which we have various levels of access and connection. We are located on the traditional, unceded homelands of the Gayokono people. The Gayokono are members of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, an alliance of 6 indigenous sovereign nations with a historic and contemporary presence on this land. The Confederacy precedes the establishment of Ithaca College, New York State, and the United States of America. We acknowledge the systems of oppression fueling the painful history of Gayokono dispossession and honor the ongoing connection of Gayokono people, past and present, to these lands and waters. To begin the celebration of our degree candidates, the procession will start with a fanfare entitled Cayuga Fanfare, composed by David Miller, class of 2026, and performed by members of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. And now proceeding into the arena are our Ithaca College December 2024 graduates, led by the Senior Class Executive Board. And now, please welcome our distinguished Ithaca College faculty, led by our faculty marshal, Hugh Egan. Leading the platform party is our college marshal and longest-serving faculty member, Patrice Pastor. Now, members of our faculty graduate hooding officiants. The deans of our 5 schools. And members of the college's senior administration. Next, Scott Doyle, our staff representative to the Board of Trustees. Student speaker, Carly Amber Kaiser, Business Administration and Management, and Senior Class President. Staff speaker, Shadavia Wallace, Program Director, MLK Scholars and First Generation Center, Associate Director, BIPOC Unity Center. Faculty speaker, Christine Bataille, Associate Professor and Chair, Management, School of Business. The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Melanie Stein. And the 10th President of Ithaca College, the Honorable Lejeune Terry Cornish. Guests, friends, and family members, along with all Ithaca College faculty, staff, and administration, will you please help me recognize all the degree candidates as I ask them to stand? All degree candidates, please stand if you are able and be recognized. President Cornish, graduates, and guests, Ithaca College's December commencement ceremony is now convened. Please stand if you are able for the singing of the National Anthem of the United States of America, sung by Allison Matthews, class of 2024. followed by the Alma Mater, sung by Allison Matthews, class of 24, Nicole Sutera, class of 26, Paul Narkowitz, class of 26, and Sam Budamon, class of 25.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ithaca forever, shine your light on me. In my heart together we shall always be, and here's to Ithaca, my Ithaca, how beautiful you are. Your towers high up on South Hill reach from stone to star. Ithaca forever, I'll recall a smile, clasp a hand in friendship, walk a snowy mile, and here's to Ithaca, my Ithaca, alma mater true. Although I leave Cayuga shores, I'll remember you. Ithaca forever, guide us on our way, like a shining beacon, light our night and day. And here's to Ithaca, my Ithaca, how bright your vision seems. May all your sons and daughters dare to live their dreams.
Please be seated.
Good morning. Oh, on a beautiful day like this, come on, let's try this again. Good morning. Thank you to David Miller, who composed that beautiful fanfare, and the 16-piece band that played it. Grateful for Allison Matthews, Nicole Sutera, Paul Narkowitz, and Sam Wonderman for those beautiful powerful renditions of the national anthem and our alma mater. Can we give them a round of applause again, please? I also extend my thanks to each of you for joining us as we welcome our graduates to Ithaca College's alumni community. Thank you to the families and supporters who have provided critical support on their students' journey to graduation. We appreciate you sharing them with us and for joining us in this celebration. To our graduating class, it is truly a privilege to be here. I want that to set in. It is truly a privilege. Some people might think that for us as a college or for me as a president, this is just another graduation. They could not be more wrong. First of all, each class and each graduation is unique. You have had challenges other classes could have never imagined. You have excelled, not merely overcoming your particular and respective hurdles and pushing yourselves higher as you reach for whatever comes next. Second, though we are gathered together in celebration this morning, this is not a group graduation. Even beyond each of your respective degrees, each of you was the key partner in your own learning, and you have shaped your own education, even your college. In a sense, each of you is graduating with a degree and a set of experiences and perspectives that will always remain unique to you. That is why we must celebrate each of you today and honor your journeys. It took focus, dedication, and balance in the framework of theory, practice, and performance to obtain this level of excellence in your academic field. That persistence will serve you well. I hope you will leave here today with a sense that just as you did with your education, you can adapt in your next adventures, overcoming unforeseen challenges and still finding ways to shape your direction and your trajectory. And I hope these journeys will lead you back to Ithaca, if not in the physical presence on South Hill, at least in your fond memories and in your support. Each of you is not just welcome back, but needed. Just as many of you benefited from the voices, insights, and support of our alumni community, which stretches across the world, please remember that you can now be that light and lifeline for someone else. Following a tradition begun in 1992, the college's centennial year, each graduate has received a medallion inscribed with a quotation chosen by the college's president. 25 years ago, the quotation was chosen from poet and commencement speaker, Dr. Maya Angelou. This year's quotation comes from another brilliant poet, Amanda Gorman, and it reads, "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." I am reminded by two things with this quote: the resilience of human hope and the boundless depth of the human spirit. There is always light. You have already lived through darkness, and dare I say, we are living through it still. You have seen disruption, upheaval, and war. Yet, the sun still rose. Lives were lived, babies were born, romance still blossomed. People did their best to support one another, and those who had hope offered a bit of it to others, even complete strangers. Hope, along with love, are our most profound renewable resources, but they take effort to replenish and reignite. Remember that you can be a source of replenishment and recognition for someone else. In fact, you already are, to one another, to the people in this room. Graduates, you are also that light to me and to everyone on this stage. Let choosing to be a light become a part of your routine. Whether it is a kind word, a warm smile, or random act of kindness, choose to give of yourself. And when you cannot muster even that, and this is perhaps even more important, accept that light from someone else, something else, somewhere else, anywhere else. Do not give up. Know that light is coming. Behind each graduate today is an entire community of care, starting with your families and extending to your many supporters here, including our staff and faculty. Even decades later, our alumni pull us aside to share moving stories of how a professor or a staff member shaped their lives, often in ways they had not imagined while still a student. So, why wait years or decades to thank them? Let's please give our faculty and staff a round of applause today. Their outstanding commitment to our institution models a giving atmosphere in which students, in turn, share their own distinctive passion, curiosity, and authenticity with our Ithaca College community. We hope that your relationship with IC and even with your education will continue. The last of my many hopes for the graduates today is that your journeys of exploration and learning are not over. Some of you are headed to additional degrees, but even if you never step foot in an official classroom, I know you will find throughout your lives countless educators, lessons, and sources of inspiration and curiosity. Please remain open to those gifts. Now I'm going to be hokey for a minute and show my age, and I'm going to borrow some words from one of my favorite movies. As you leave here today, I want you to turn on your heart light. Let it shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Turn on your heart light in the middle of my IC dream. Don't wake me up too soon. I want to see you fly across the moon. I thank you for your presence here today. I congratulate you, and I extend congratulations to all who helped you get here today. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium the college's Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Melanie Stein. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Good morning. Today, we celebrate Ithaca College's winter graduates from both undergraduate and graduate degree programs. We are so proud of all you have accomplished during your time as students on our campus. I would like to offer special thanks to your parents, guardians, friends, and families who have supported you throughout your journey. Their support, encouraging you when you needed it, attending your athletic games, concerts, or family weekend, or simply rooting from afar has been key. We know that none of you would be here today without that critical and loving behind-the-scenes support. Families and friends, thank you for investing in your students' college experience and for trusting that Ithaca College was the right place for such an important time in their lives. Let's give those supporters another round of applause. I also want to call out the dedicated and talented faculty and staff of Ithaca College for the important work they do as your teachers, mentors, advisors, and role models. These skilled and caring professionals have devoted their energy, expertise, and countless hours to your education and to preparing you for your future. I am sure that you appreciate them and may have formed lasting connections which, I can assure you, they value just as much as you do. I want to extend my personal thanks to each and every one of them for their support and hard work on behalf of you, our students. It is a privilege and honor to recognize our faculty and staff for what they do, and I ask all of us in attendance to join me in expressing that appreciation for the outstanding contributions of these exceptional individuals. Graduates, this moment is the culmination of years of focused study in your chosen academic field. In addition, you may have explored and learned all sorts of things in other departments or even schools. Some of you have honed your leadership skills through work in a wide variety of organizations, clubs, or athletic teams. You developed new interests, both in and out of the classroom. And just as importantly, you made friends who you may keep for a lifetime. Along the way, you undoubtedly encountered ideas, viewpoints, and perspectives which may have challenged your thinking or beliefs. You may have been uncomfortable at times, and I hope that you learned through your experience here with us to listen openly to different perspectives, to strive to understand them as you chart your own path through life. In this time of political polarization, where we face so many critical global challenges, it is you and your classmates, armed with the skills and knowledge you have built throughout your education, who have the power to build bridges across divides and create a thriving and sustainable future. As we send you out into the world, we know that you want to take on these challenges, and we are confident that you can help change the world. And even as you disperse to different careers, professional schooling, in many corners of the world, I also hope that you have fallen in love with this magical place and that you will stay connected to us. I look forward to continuing to see you in the years ahead as engaged members of the Ithaca College alumni community. At this point in our commencement program, we traditionally hear remarks from two keynote speakers, a member of our staff and a faculty member. In inviting these speakers to address the class of 2024 December graduates, we acknowledge the vital role both staff and faculty play in our students' lives. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you Shadavia Wallace, Program Director, MLK Scholars and First Generation Center, Associate Director, BIPOC Unity Center at Ithaca College, the first of our two December commencement keynote speakers.
Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to thank the Senior Committee for the honor of speaking to you all today. To the families, friends, and supporters, thank you for entrusting the faculty and staff at Ithaca College to guide your graduates on this incredible journey. And to the class of 2024, you made it. Take a deep breath. This is your moment to celebrate, and you've earned it. As you sit here, perhaps you're asking yourself, what's next? Maybe you're preparing for graduate school or stepping out into the workforce. Perhaps you're launching a business or even pursuing military service. Whatever lies ahead, let me remind you of one simple truth. Sustainability must begin with sustaining yourself. You've spent the last few years chasing deadlines, completing projects, and achieving milestones. But success without self-care is a hollow victory. Your achievements, no matter how great, are only as valuable as your ability to enjoy them. Take it from me. Over the last few years, I've learned for myself that I could no longer pour into my career, family and friends, or community without first pouring into myself. Although most folks would appreciate my efforts and hard work, I would end up feeling anxious and in a constant state of burnout. I've learned that I can no longer show up for the people in my life if I don't take the time and effort to show up for myself. Sustainability is often associated with the preserving of the planet, but it is equally about preserving your own well-being. And that means tending to your physical health, safeguarding your emotional and mental balance, and nourishing your spirit. Think back to the encouragement that you received during your time here at IC. Programs like Nature RX that urge you to find peace outdoors, the workshops and events sponsored by the BIPOC Unity Center designed to connect and uplift you, the invitations to reflect and recharge and rediscover your joy here at the chapel. These are not just campus activities. They were lessons in living sustainably. As you leave here, carry those lessons with you. Build a life that balances ambition with self-care. A life where you can give your best self to the world because you've first given it to yourself. To sustain communities, to protect our planet, to lead others, you must sustain yourself. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. You've proven your determination and how you stand on the thresholds of endless possibilities. Remember, the most sustainable future is built by those who take care of themselves, their communities, and their planet. So start with you. As you turn the page to this next chapter, I leave you with this one wish. May your futures be bright, your heart full, and your journey sustainable. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Shadavia. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing Christine Bataille, Associate Professor and Chair of Management in the School of Business, this year's faculty speaker.
Good morning. I am delighted to be here to celebrate with you, our graduates, in the company of the amazing people who supported you on the journey that led you to today, your Ithaca College graduation. It is an honor to have the opportunity to share some thoughts on this momentous day. As I was preparing this speech, I thought about the advice I wish someone had given to me at your age. I am sure you have been told that your time in college flies by, and it did, didn't it? Life seems to go faster the older you get. So I will give you some ideas to slow things down a little and make the most of the incredible future that lies before you. And if you truly take my advice to heart, you will need to buy a notebook or a journal. Full disclosure, I cannot seem to set aside my role as professor because here I am today, on the day you are celebrating being done with school, about to give you some homework. My first piece of advice is this: learn to live in the moment and be grateful for what you have right now. It is so easy to get caught up in the go, go, go culture that we live in. And with social media, it's even easier to focus on how other people look, what other people have, and what other people are doing, often leaving us feeling as though we are somehow missing out. So I encourage you to put down your phones, set your screens aside, and take out that notebook or journal I suggested you invest in. Sit down in a quiet place and make a list of all of the things that you are grateful for, proud of, and happy about. Go back to this list on a regular basis and add to it. And when you find yourself wishing that you had or could do this or that, look back at your list. I promise it will give you a whole new outlook on life. My second piece of advice is this: find your voice. And here I borrow from Kouzes and Posner, authors of The Leadership Challenge, a book my students and I read together. The authors explain that finding your voice means exploring your inner self, defining your values, and letting those values guide you throughout your personal and professional life. They suggest asking yourself, what do I care about? What defines me? What makes me who I am? In other words, make a concerted effort to understand who you are and what you believe in. Open that notebook again and write down all the things you stand for and the values you hold dear. When you do this, you move closer to becoming your authentic self. You also create guideposts regarding the things you will and will not do. All of this will help you to navigate the challenges and complexities of the world around us. My third piece of advice is to define what you want your legacy to be and never lose sight of it. To help with this process, I will share with you one of the assignments I give in my Leadership and Collaboration course. Imagine that you are at your 100th birthday, surrounded by your closest family and friends. When your great-grandchild asks you what your greatest accomplishments were, what will you say? We often tell graduates to go out into the world and make a difference. This is great advice, but it's much easier to make an impact when you have clear goals in mind. So ask yourself, what do I want my legacy to be? What kind of life do I want to lead? And what do I hope to achieve? So while you're making the list of the things you are grateful for and the things you care about, jot down some ideas about your legacy too. As you reflect on these pieces of advice, which I hope you will, consider this. The world you are entering is complicated and often overwhelming, but there is also a whole lot of good. Just look around you. Here in this room are the family members, friends, and mentors who have helped you along the way. Be sure to tell them how important they are and how grateful you are to have them in your life. They have been, and will continue to be, an essential part of you becoming the best version of yourself. They're also the ones who will pick you up when things do not go as planned. When you face those failures and setbacks, remember that these are opportunities for growth and a chance to move closer to who you want to be and how you want to show up for other people. And even though you are graduating and saying goodbye to some folks you have come to really depend on, remember that your IC family will always be here for you. As I come to the end here and look out at all of you, I am filled with a sense of pride to be a part of the Ithaca College community. This is a truly incredible place, and I know that each and every one of you will make us proud. I hope that along the way you learn to live in the moment and be grateful for what you have, discover and show up as your authentic self, live out the legacy you envision, and cherish the people in your life who make you a better person. If you do all of these things, I'm fairly certain you will live a truly meaningful, fulfilling, and impactful life. Congratulations, graduates. I wish you all the best as you embark on this exciting new chapter of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Bataille. Now is the point in our program when we invite the senior class president to address the graduating class. I now welcome Carly Amber Kaiser to the podium to share her remarks.
Good morning, proud families, esteemed faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2024. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this moment, not without the many late nights, tears, laughs, and love. My grandmother told me recently, you know, Carly, life is not a ladder. I want you to see it as a jungle gym. A ladder demands a straight climb upward, rigid and predictable, with little room to explore. But a jungle gym, it invites us to climb, swing, sidestep, and sometimes fall, all while discovering new perspectives along the way. As we step forward today, I want you all to embrace the potential of the giant playground ahead. Picture yourself navigating a jungle gym. You can't climb endlessly without resting. If there's anything that we've learned, it's that burnout is real. After graduation, you can't reach the next bar if you're running on empty. There will be no syllabus to set that pace for you. We must do ourselves a favor and manage our energy and not just our time. Take the moments you need to slow down, rest, recharge, take a break and appreciate the view, and then get back to climbing later. Consider the strength of your nervous system. On a jungle gym, the unexpected happens, a slip, a step that doesn't land as you planned. Those stressors are inevitable, but how we react to them really makes all the difference. Whether it's breathing deeply, moving your body, or simply taking a step back to gain perspective, find your favorite way to stay grounded when that climb gets overwhelming. Reflect on your time here at IC and think about what kept you steady when the climb got overwhelming. Keep those tools with you wherever you go. As we navigate this transition, let's be sure to make self-care a priority. The nature of life is unpredictable and sometimes chaotic, but that's precisely where the beauty lies. Filter what serves you, only holding on to people, places, and experiences that truly nourish you back. Be patient with yourself. Focus on your well-being, follow your intuition, and live authentically, not by anyone else's script. This kind of growth isn't about reaching the top. It's about exploring, falling, and finding your own way. Figuring out this next chapter will take time, and the progress you make, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Remember that the twists and turns make for a lot more fun. Each of these moments is a chance to become stronger, a challenge to become more inventive, and a time to learn more about yourself. Class of 2024, the playground is waiting. Go climb, get dirty, make friends, do it right, do it wrong, but most importantly, do it your way. Here's to embracing the mess, the magic, and the infinite possibilities ahead. Congratulations.
Thank you, Carly. We will now begin the conferral of degrees for our graduate program candidates who have completed their graduate studies and are part of the Ithaca College December class of 2024. The name of each graduate degree candidate will be announced as they cross the stage, and they will be hooded by their respective graduate chair or program director. I would like to invite the Dean of the School of Health Sciences and Human Performance, Christina Moylan, to the podium to formally present the candidates for their graduate degrees.
Good morning. I am Dean Moylan of the School of Health Sciences and Human Performance, and I'd like to invite first Deborah King, Graduate Chair of our Exercise Science and Sports Sciences graduate program. And now processing to the stage will be our candidates for the Master of Science, Exercise and Sports Sciences degree. President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree of Master of Science, Exercise and Sports Sciences.
Will McGinnis. Madison Swanhart.
Kent Michael Butler. Jessica Davis. Sadie Francis Cotton. Cameron Hart.
Isabella Marie Roth.
Mara Durasi.
Thanks, Deb. Now joining me is Melissa Murfin, Program Director of our Physician Assistant Studies program. Now presenting to the stage are our candidates for our Physician Assistant Studies degree. President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree of Master of Science, Physician Assistant Studies.
Andrew M. DeRiggi. Eleni Sophie Karagianopoulos Flores. Shaunt Korkunian. Erica May Dimagiba. Mackenzie B. Hennessy.
Emma Jean Nevers.
Emilia Isadora Hoffman.
Vanessa Raskin. Cole Vermilera. Trung Vu.
Julia Hunt. Brooke Emery.
Kayla Sherman. Marie Adele Shehata. Colleen Selner.
Kira Gaton Feliu. Yelena Bender. Susmita Barua. McKenna Cardinal. Catherine Eleanor Beach.
Emily Jean Zamarello.
Juliana Feng. Jasmine Encalada. Jared Fisher.
Aubryn Smith. Leah Elizabeth Perkins. Catherine Shuttler.
Walter Alvarado. Hope Ani Mashan.
Maglisha Laura Talusma.
Janaya Lambert.
Jeremy Weller. Jeremy Weller.
Thank you, Dr. Murfin. Now joining me is Carly Jo Hosback Cannon, Graduate Chair of the Speech Language Pathology Graduate Program. And processing to the stage are our candidates for our degree in Speech Language Pathology. President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree of Master of Science, Speech Language Pathology.
Julia Grosso.
Felicitas Nganuyezama. Nate Patrick Johnson.
Thank you. Family and friends, please join me in congratulating all of our School of Health Sciences and Human Performance master's degree candidates.
So I would now like to invite the Dean of the School of Humanities and Sciences, Claire Gleitman, to the podium to formally present the candidates from her school for their graduate degrees.
Good morning. I'm Dean Gleitman of the School of Humanities and Sciences. Joining me is Sarah Levy, Graduate Chair of the Education Graduate Program. Now processing to the stage are the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and the Master of Science in Childhood Education. President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree of Master of Art in Teaching and the Master of Sciences in Childhood Education.
Thomas Parig Murphy.
Jennifer Hopkins.
Emily Odell.
Family and friends, please join me in congratulating all of our School of Humanities and Sciences master's degree candidates.
Congratulations to the master's degree candidates, and thank you to Ithaca College faculty and to your loved ones who supported you on this journey. It's now time for the undergraduate candidates, and I am now going to ask the academic deans to formally present their candidates for their school's undergraduate degrees. I would first like to invite the interim deans of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, Luis Lubriel and Steve Ten Eyck, to the podium.
With all the degree candidates within the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, please stand if you're able.
President Cornish, we have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree, be it Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Fine Arts. Candidates, please be seated.
I would next like to invite the Dean of the School of Humanities and Sciences, Claire Gleitman, to the podium.
Will all the degree candidates within the School of Humanities and Sciences please stand if you are able? President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree, be it Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Fine Arts. Candidates, please be seated.
I would now like to invite the Dean of the Roy H. Park School of Communications, Amy Faulkner, to the podium.
Will all the degree candidates from the Roy H. Park School of Communications please stand if you are able? President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree, be it the degree of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Fine Arts. You all can applaud now. Candidates, please be seated.
I would now like to invite the Dean of the School of Business, Michael Johnson Kramer, to the podium.
Will all the degree candidates from the School of Business please stand if you are able? President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Candidates, please be seated.
I would now like to invite the Dean of the School of Health Sciences and Human Performance, Christina Moylan, to the podium.
Will all the degree candidates from the School of Health Sciences and Human Performance please stand if you are able? President Cornish, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty for the appropriate degree of Bachelor of Science. Candidates, please be seated.
I now have the distinct pleasure of asking our candidates to come forward and receive their diploma. Once everyone has been recognized, President Cornish will then officially confer the degrees. As a reminder to family and guests, please remain seated as professional photographers are on hand to take pictures. We will now begin the conferral of the undergraduate degrees for members of the Ithaca College December class of 2024.
Madeline Elizabeth Jaffe.
Victoria Gray Neely.
Daniel Liam Allard.
Amirzhan Skakov. Kevin Yu. Marissa N. Pastori. Grace Kathleen Matson.
Kiarina Louise Hunt. Grace Mary Condon. Camden S. Kelly. Aminata Imrana Jallo.
Lauren Smith. Kayla Ann Schenk.
Jordan Elizabeth Nair. Emma Rose Camiso. Kellen Coe. Emily E. Austin.
Abigail Rose O'Shea.
Olivia Morgan Hutchings. Pandora Holm.
Brooke Marlowe Willer. Libby Tova Warman.
Daniel P. Booth. Patrick Hans Bierach. Haley Ann Downis.
Lucy Hamlin Sana. Damani Paphilix Prince Madir. Ronald J. Ziomek.
Meira Duffler.
Knight Zimmer. Giovanni Omar Ortiz. Liam Shields.
Layla True DeNovo. Michael Burns. Sahil Chandiramani.
Lexi Weems. Kelsey Tonakatal Quatso. Kiavie Tanksley.
Christopher Tier Fenderson. Emma Kathleen Carlson.
Louis Riolo. Emmett Kemper Sullivan.
Molly Cecilia Davidman. Therese Kinirons. Caleb Haesung Chu. Tyler James Hanna.
Jordan Renee Orlando.
Olivia Allison Salenza. Lillian Maria Victoria Greco. Liam Lindner. Daniel William Patrick Borenius. David Raja Diaram.
Michael Basalio.
Allison Nicole Arts. Destiny Cooper.
Brian Picardo.
Sarah Jane Hellman.
Well, this concludes the on-stage recognition of our graduating students. Graduating students, I invite you to now take a deep breath, look around, fix your thoughts and emotions in this moment so that you will be able to recall them. You made it. Will the candidates for all undergraduate and graduate degrees in the class of 2024 please stand? By the authority vested in me by the Ithaca College Board of Trustees and the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. And now, I would like to invite each of you to join me in moving your tassel from the right to the left in symbolic commemoration of your commencement. Congratulations, class of 2024.
This concludes our formal program. Graduates, please remain in your seats until the platform party leaves the stage and the ushers release your row to exit the A&E Center.